So this weekend, Tommy and the Bucs. Now,
and you're not even seeing the same Tom Brady either. So
no. I mean, the guy's practically my age.
He's not that old, Glenn.
So he's not, you're right, he's not. But the fact of the matter is, we've been harping on pass rush, and if we can't put a pass rush on a 43-year-old guy that was never mobile,
right,
we're gonna be really panicking come week 4.
Well, and having Tom Brady on the other team, even though he's not the old Tom Brady, he still is going to be able to recognize any weakness that we have on the outside that he can throw to. That's the one thing that kind of scares me about having Ojemudia and Bassie out there, is that, we don't know who they're going to be. I'm assuming that it's going to be Ojemudia on Evans, and that it's going to be Callahan on Godwin.
Yeah.
I think Callahan was thinking he's going to be on Evans, actually. I saw him.
Callahan on Evans?
Yeah.
So they're trying to do speed on speed? Ojemudia on Godwin?
He did a press conference yesterday, and he mentioned Evans.
Okay. So, I mean, you've got to be worried about it. And then who's their third wide receiver?
Well, it was Scotty Miller, but I think he has an injury designation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know who the backup is.
So you've got to think that they're going to be aiming towards, obviously Mike Evans, because he can out jump Callahan. But you've got to think weakness wise, they're going to be looking at Ojemudia or Bassie.
Bassie, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so
also they've got 3 pretty good tight ends too.
Yeah, and I don't know about Gronkowski. He's good by name only right now.
Right now, he's a better blocker than a catcher.
Yeah. He's been pretty invisible. But I think they're going to use him. They're going to utilize him more during this game.
Yeah, OJ Howard, and you'll see more action out of OJ Howard and Cameron Brate than you probably will of Gronk. He has not shown that he can be the Gronk of old. Not yet, anyway.
He's not.
And then there's the pass rush issue. I mean, obviously having a pass rush is going to prevent Brady from sitting back there and picking apart our defense. And then you throw in not knowing exactly who's going to start at running back for the Bucs. Is it going to be Fournette? Is it going to be Jones? Is it going to be both? They're both pretty good running backs, and Fournette has obviously stepped his game up a little bit since he left the Jags. And it's not like we're facing Henry again and Connor, but I think Fournette's better than Connor, in my opinion. So, how are they going to scheme it to where we're stopping the run, but still able to give some help on the back end for the rookie corners?
Well, that all depends which linebackers we get. If we get the linebackers for Monday night, either Fournette, those running backs won't stand a chance. But if we get the the linebackers that we had from Sunday, who let us down, especially after we gave all the praise to Honey Bear.
He gave him his own nickname, and it just
yeah, I think that made him soft.
You think that made him soft?
Yeah.
Josie Honey Bear Jewel.
Bear is in the name. He's tough.
Start calling him Gummy Bear instead.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Fournette only had like 2 really good plays against Denver last year when he was with Jacksonville. But other than that, Denver was able to corral him and keep him from, running wild. So if they can keep Derrick Henry from going nuts, I think they can do the same thing with Leonard Fournette. But again, like I said, that depends on which linebackers we see on Sunday.
Well, and the Titans, like Henry is all they have, except for obviously Corey Davis, Glenn. But like Henry was all they had. Whereas like the Bucs, you've got Evans, you've got Godwin, you've got Gronkowski, and was it OJ Howard?
Yeah.
And then you've got Ronald Jones, and you've got Leonard Fournette. So, like, there's so many more options for them that they can take advantage of.
Right.
I do love on the Bucs depth chart, they have Fournette third on the running back depth chart behind McCoy. They still have it today, actually.
He's going to work his way up. He's starting to find his rhythm, and you could see that game game for game. He's starting to, they're going to use him.
Yeah,
know.
McCoy had a
He's that
fumble, if I'm not mistaken, on Sunday. So he's already in hot water with
Right.
the coaches.
So
Can't be in
Sunday
that much
actually,
hot water because Gordon had a fumble and he's still in there.
Well, who else is there?
well, we can't put Royce in there. He's our
He's
backup
screaming. He's
Yeah.
all pro.
So
Right.
it'll be interesting to have actual fans into this in the stadium.
Right.
Yeah.
It is the number itself is pretty curious. It's only 5,700 out of 76,000.
Boggins said
Yeah.
is 5,700 is what they're
That
allowing in.
is correct, and they're obviously going to be pretty spaced out. I mean, it's less than 10%.
Yeah.
And you're looking at, with the Dallas game, they had 25% of their capacity were in the stadium.
Right.
I don't. Off the top of my head, I don't know what the Jaguars have as far as stadium capacity, but they're supposed to have 17,000 fans there. So it'll be interesting to see when we start ramping up and adding more people into the mix. But it'll be nice to actually have some real cheering and some real incompletes and things like
Yeah.
that.
I
we
think
have-
that'll help. That'll help out.
Ah, man, you just missed the little stuff,
Right.
Underdog Eric saying, not to mention Scotty Miller's speed. He showed up on the injury report today as leaving practice with a hip groin injury.
Right.
So we'll have to see how that all plays out. But I will say that if you look at the Bucs and you look at the Broncos, they're really similar.
Similar.
Like their
New-
defenses are both pretty good,
Right.
and they're hi kitty, and their offenses are trying to figure out where they fit.
Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we have a black cat that goes in front of Brady's path here. But, anyway.
Oh, like the one that crashed the Jets game last year?
There's
So-
one team that Brady has a hard time with, and that is the Denver Broncos. So we got
That's
that going
right.
for us.
Yeah.
So, on the other side of the ball, though, for Tampa Bay, they are pretty stacked as far
They're
as their-
stacked.
Yeah, I mean, like name recognition on their defense is crazy. But if you look at the name recognition and how they've played, they haven't really played up to expectations
yet.
of what they should.
Not
Right.
yet.
Not
But
yet.
They're gelling. They're a lot of different outlets have them going down on the chart, but I disagree. I think they're starting to gel, and I think they're going up.
Yeah, because I mean, you look at the depth chart on defense. You've got Sue at defensive end, Vita Vea at nose tackle, William Golston for the other end. So there's your front three,
Right.
and then outside linebackers Jason Pierre-Paul and Shaquille Barrett, and then inside is Devin White and Levante David. Like that is a scary front seven.
Yeah.
Just name recognition alone.
Right.
Yeah, well, keep in mind JPP did leave with an injury today from practice.
Yeah, he
No.
went with what did I say? Knee,
Shoulder. What was
Shoulder?
it? Shoulder or knee?
knee.
Oh, it's a knee.
Jason Pierre-Paul was out of practice today with a knee injury.
So he might be on a limited snap count come Sunday. But even so, you're right, Mundungus. That just reading those names, that line, those 6-7 guys, pretty formidable.
Yeah.
But the advantage that Denver has is that the Bucs don't really have any tape on Jeff Driscoll aside from what he did when he was in Detroit. So Denver does hold the element of surprise
Yep.
in terms of what they can do with the offense. But on the other hand, it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, obviously the Broncos know who Tom Brady is, but he's playing under a whole different scheme and system now. So whatever.
Yeah.
And
He's
add
still
into that.
learning.
Add into that
Slow.
front seven, you got Antoine Winfield Jr., the rookie, who had a crazy game last week.
Yeah, but that was against Teddy P.
That's good.
So we've talked about the offense, we've talked about the defense, we've talked about all the crazy fans telling us to trade and drop and fire and blah, blah, blah. How do you see the game ending up this weekend? Do we win? Do we lose? What do you think?
Ooh.
Ooh.
And
what's
if
your
you're in the
score?
comments, you add your predictions as well.
I think the Broncos pull through. I think it'll probably come down to field goals because it just feels like it's going to be who's ever kicker misses first or, a defensive play. But I think it's going to be like a 3-point game, 3-point difference.
Okay.
What's your score prediction?
Score, I'd probably say 24-21. Broncos.
Not bad at all.
That's very close to mine. Yeah.
Well, but last week you
What you got,
chose the
Christy?
Broncos losing, Christy.
And what happened?
No, that
Ding, ding,
that
ding,
just means you
ding.
jinxed it.
No.
Christy's the black cat. You got to make him win.
Don't make me go poltergeist again.
Do
No,
it, do it.
I have the Broncos winning 21-22. 3.
223.
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be about 3 points. That I'm the same. 2 to 3. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm confused what the final score was.
I don't know. I can't.
It was 24, 22, 23, 22.
It's 21.
Hut hut. I'm going 23-20 Broncos. I think we pull this one out. It's going to be tight. McManus will kick a 72-yard field goal at the as time expires, and then the 5,700 fans storm the field and tear the goalpost down.
Right.
Wow.
He's gonna kick the ball over the mountains.
I'm actually agreeing with Mr. Boggins. He's got Broncos 31-14. I agree, except I think it's going to be 31-21. I think that Driscoll's going to go in there and blow the doors off the place.
You think so?
No,
I like Boggins'
I
pick.
can hold out hope.
I
my
actually
favorite.
like that pick now that you mention it.
No, you can no changes.
I'm not changing it. I'm just saying I like it.
Well, if we let
I
Christy
like it.
talk, she'd eventually get to 31.
Irish Tommy's now the black cat. Look, we
Now
lose
that-
28-20.
Oh,
Now that one I
Shame
don't
on
like.
you.
That one I don't like.
And then Albert Knoppers, I think I said that right. 21-27 Broncos.
That's close. Yeah.
perfect.
That's good.
I'm okay with that.